Next, let's queer up politics. Republican National Convention launches with unified support for Trump. The Republican National Convention officially kicked off Monday in Milwaukee, gathering delegates from across the nation. The convention, hosted at the Fiserv Forum, runs until Thursday. This year's convention shows unified support for Trump amid ongoing debates within the Democratic Party about President Joe Biden's re-election bid. Delegates will engage in key convention activities, including formally nominating Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance. The convention will also feature speeches from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Few of the important matters to be considered during the convention include immigration, the economy, and social policies. Throughout the 4-day event, state delegations will gather for breakfast meetings and participate in a range of programs and seminars, including voting on the Republican Party platform. Influential conservative groups, such as the Heritage Foundation, will discuss Project 2025, a plan for significant governmental reforms. Moms for Liberty will host a panel discussion, while GLAAD notes that LGBTQ+ issues are likely to be addressed from a far-right perspective, including potential bans on transgender military service and restrictions on transgender participation in sports. Policies allowing businesses to refuse service based on religious beliefs and efforts to defund schools supporting transgender students are also expected to be highlighted. One of the most important moments of the convention was when Trump announced his vice presidential running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Trump announced that his convention speech acceptance was largely rewritten from a rip-roaring attack of Biden to a larger "we need to unite" theme. Each convention night will feature themed sessions with the vice presidential candidate traditionally speaking on Wednesday, and Trump slated to formally accept the nomination on Thursday evening. What's nice that all the psycho sycophants, including Haley and DeSantis, are lining up to suck at the teat of Trump. They're so desperate to be in his gross graces, they don't realize the milk is tainted.
And let's not talk. And I just saw a summary of the new RNC platform that they actually passed. Trump is trying to obfuscate the radical elements of Project 2025 by removing certain things. For example, they now, on the platform now, abortion is considered a state matter, when we all know that that's not going to be true, because, now he has a 6-3 Supreme Court with radical Christian nationalists Alito and Clarence Thomas on the docket. We already know that he's planning to deport 12 million immigrants, no matter whether they're legal or not. If your name is Rodriguez, if your name is Lopez, if your skin is brown, you better start packing now. And that's a warning to all the Cubans in my South Florida community who so eagerly embrace Trump.
I mean, I won't comment on the GOP itself. I legally can't because of the logo next to my name. But what I will comment on is just the absolutely ridiculous group of people that are in this space. I mean, Moms for Liberty. Yeah. Come on. Right. The Bridget Ziegler and Christian Ziegler of all folks that's hypocrites into your space is absolutely ridiculous. And then also the Heritage Foundation. I mean, I'm sure, folks have heard at length about Project 2025. If you have not read that, I know it's a long document, but if you want to get the Spark Notes, I suggest reading up on it, because it is absolutely terrifying. Not just on their stance on policy issues, from abortion to LGBT rights to other social justice issues, but just in terms of the foundations of our democracy, right? Just the very structure of our democratic principles and our democratic systems that we hold so dearly.
I mean, civil service is going to be completely transformed under this Project 2025 to be basically a single-party dictatorial state. Anyone who is considered disloyal or otherwise known as not Republican will be replaced by sycophants who will slavishly take on the Project 2025 agenda. And I want to loop back to LGBTQ+ rights. Can you imagine if let's say that they still all consider the state rights. You know, in red states, that means that now state governments can force LGBTQ children into conversion therapy. They can forcibly detransition transgender people. They can forcibly, essentially torture LGBTQ people for their own personal entertainment.
Yeah. It's like a twisted time machine. They want to just take us
It's
back.
torture.
Yeah.
We said it earlier too. We were talking about this earlier, and it was people have not seen or read the 2025. I mean, it's all over the internet. You can't miss it, right? It's being posted everywhere. Take the opportunity to read it. If you've not heard it, not read the 900. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but at least get educated before you go cast a vote.
I mean, I actually am very thankful for a group of gay furry hackers who actually hacked the Heritage
that's what they
Foundation and leaked the documents and communication, and which was absolutely hilarious. It's a bit of political theater, but yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to dive in. It's just like, it's sad that Trump is like sucking up all this publicity, you know, for himself, you know, and especially I just feel bad for like the LGBTQ youth, especially, you know, Max, like, you know, and especially in New Jersey, you know, where, you know, I currently live. But just, you know, it's like going to be a huge pushback of all the stuff that we push forward for teachers to now putting in the classroom for LGBTQ curriculum and like the Black History curriculum. It's disheartening. So I just, you know.
Speaking of New Jersey, breaking news: Bob Menendez has been convicted today. So, but you guys, but we already have a new candidate in place. So it's not. It's hopefully it will be a safe seat for us because we do need to claw back the Senate.
Yeah.